what's up everyone? Good to have you here. Another day, another live stream. Even though yesterday we weren't here because I was helping my dad, but you know. Good to have you all here for the altcoin stream. Let's see how they are doing, because oh boy, did I hear horror stories as Bitcoin was falling to the downside last week. I'm actually curious. Okay, let's pop out the chat, get it on my screen. How you doing everyone? Mido, Karim, what's up? QZ, Dave, welcome. Christine, good to have you here as well. Hisham, welcome. Noob Hustle, ZA, what's up from the other side of the world? Queenie, Rune, is Rune in the list or is Rune not yet in the list? I would guess it isn't. It is, so please check out Rune or vote here. You know, click this one. So please read the pinned comment. But what's up, Queenie? B channel, how are you doing? Welcome, maintaining your beautiful gold badge. I saw the rejoining of the membership coming in. So cheers, mate. Welcome back. Kramo, Roosbear, Anil, welcome guys. How you doing? Anil, make sure to vote for the Nifty 50. I might just have a look. Like, this guy has been asking for it for so long. It's just never high. It's never the highest voted. So yeah. Okay. What a beautiful start of a live stream. I like the music. This one is called Vega by Infraction. It's always the song when I appear on live stream and start talking. I run that one in the background. But okay, good to have you here. So what price for long Bitcoin depends on your plan or strategy, which is not what you want to hear because you're looking for signals, which is something that I guess you got to go somewhere else. What I can teach you though, SD Gaming, is a couple of steps on how to develop your plan or strategy so that you are long-term profitable. Also, SD Gaming, make sure to check out the first link in the description, which hopefully teaches you how to trade Elliott ways. But first of all, so guys, please vote, right? Make sure to vote. Link is in the description. I guess the description is below my webcam for some of you, or I mean, sorry, it's not in the description, it's in the chat. So link is in the chat, it's pinned. I guess for some the chat is there, and for some others the chat is down, you know, below my webcam. So I'll just run this for a couple of minutes, so we can just chat in the meantime. And of course I will refresh as we go along. Make sure to vote. So just to give you a couple of tips, SD Gaming, because it is of course a question I get often, but I have a very good system that will help you to find your entries. And those are 6 steps. So while people are voting, right, we are busy with the voting. Let me at least explain this. Step 1, try as many free tools as you can. And you will have to put work in this, because this is never going to be long-term profitable. Asking questions in people chats or on YouTube channels or in Discord channels about when to go long or short, sir or lady or LGBTQ plus or whatever you identify as, you'll never ever be long-term profitable if you have to ask questions like this for positions. So the best thing you can do is get all your money out of the platform. Let that be your step 1 pretty much, right? Just get rid of the money from an exchange, put it somewhere else, and focus on studying first. And those are the 6 steps. So step 1 is try as many free tools as you can on TradingView, build experience with the tools. Step 2 is build statistics on your favorite tools. The more experience you get with different tools, the more you will learn about, hey, I like this, I don't like that. build statistics on your favorite tools. Step 3 is combine some of your favorite tools and build statistics on these tools together. So now you're really building a strategy. So for example, you can build some, imagine your favorite tools are Fibonacci, VWAP, volume profile, and the channel. And you notice based on your experience, oh, you really like the channel and you really like Fibonacci, right? So you put these two together, and every time price hits the low high of a channel and is in confluence with a fib level, that is when you collect more data. So now you collect data on the combination. That's step 3. Step 4 is add a tool to the combination or remove a tool and build more statistics. Step 5 is start trading your strategy with a low amount of money and work on your trading psychology. And then step 6 is increase your portfolio size. Follow these steps and you will have a great probability of being long-term profitable. But it takes time. But hopefully you're in this industry for a long period of time. So I recommend SD Gaming. Be part of the community. It helps, right? To be part of a community. You can ask more questions there as well. But work on yourself. Of course, if you are interested, I always have memberships to help you out. I always recommend people to first try it themselves and work on themselves. And Google, find videos and all that stuff, because that's you got to develop the motivation, dedication to stay in this industry long term. But I don't recommend trading at the very, very beginning. You're likely gonna lose if just have some play money, $5, $10, but don't go. You want to take everything serious. You're not going to be a millionaire tomorrow, So follow those steps, which is highlighted in more detail in Diamond. That's a membership. But just follow the steps. What's up, everyone? Good to see you all coming in. Make sure to vote. So vote. You can click on the text pinned comment. Click on the link. Make sure to vote. I saw some GTO. GTO, it's not in the list. So let me at least add it in the list then. Interesting. The list is getting very long, no? GTO, okay. Add option, GTO, there you go. Add it in my other list as well here that I use every live stream. Okay. GTO should give me, there we go. So you can now refresh the page and you can vote GTO there. Let's see how are we doing. Sol, Rune, ICP, Link, Beam. Okay. Make sure to vote if you haven't. It's multiple choice, but you can only vote one time. Okay, so make sure to select every alt you want. Make use of Control F so you can find all your alts, because holy moly, is it a list. I keep a list because everything that people mention is something that I put in the list. I'm actually quite interested. There was a time where Modder, for some reason, had a high amount of votes. It's never voted for anymore. So you can see sometimes you have a hype and then it just dies down the next week. Very interesting though. Is EWT in the list? I don't know, but you'll be able to Control F. There's so many alts in the list, I don't know them out of my head. But if it's not, then make sure to let me know. So I give advice here. Roosbert, Cramo, Anil. Watch the daily updates and the Elliott Wave playlist. Cheers, Cramo. That definitely helps as well. So SD Gaming, in case you don't know, which I guess you may not. But so first of all, Elliott Waves is complex, right? So it is it's definitely not an easy strategy. I guess everyone that has studied or tries to get into Elliott Waves will acknowledge. But if you want to learn everything about Elliott Waves, check this list of videos, this playlist here, and you will be well prepared in your starting journey. As everyone can see, by the way, we have updated some thumbnails, still a few more that that will come. This one, I need to change this one as well. But and we also have a different banner. There's going to be a slight change with the text still, but yeah, we're doing good professionalizing the YouTube channel. And of course, the logo needs to change because the O needs to be candles instead of a gaming controller. So make sure to vote if you haven't. We're just chatting as the votes come in. What website do you use to check CVD? AGGR. AGGR. If you are in Discord or go to Discord, you will be able to go to the Good to Know channel, and then this is where you scroll up, and then here is the link, charts.aggr.trade. That's the one you wanna look at. Davey, how you doing? Welcome. Nice to see you too. Good to have you back here. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Abiyit, Tayas, Raki, welcome guys. Panda, Turkey. I mean, I gotta say, the match yesterday, so I never actually really watch football, but now I do because they get far, so I'm interested. So I did watch yesterday, and they left it late. I'm not gonna lie. Turkey did a great job of, first of all, getting ahead and then controlling the game. But in the second half, the Netherlands was more like, I guess, you know, they were stronger, but they only scored in the 70th minute. So, you know, left it late, but nonetheless, 2-1, on we go to the UK, you know, or playing against the UK. Jack, how you doing? Welcome. RKM and PAL. I will soon close the voting. Of course, it is quite unlikely for these to be the highest ones now. Oh, okay. Well, you can vote for this one. It's already in the list. And PAL. PAL? Well, I gotta add PAL though. I don't even know if there's a maximum amount of options. Save changes. There you go. So now you can also vote for PAL. Mohammed Hamadi, greetings from Turkey. I mean, this is the moment where it's like, of course, I'm Dutch, and I mean, there's a lot of Turkish viewers as well, but it was a great game. I actually got a smile on my face when Turkey scored a goal and we were 1-0 behind, because so I'm a very neutral viewer. Of course, I am Dutch, so I like it if the Netherlands wins, but I'm a very neutral viewer. And like, if Turkey would have won, I love the fact that Turkey goes and continues. And they had a bit of an underdog position, and I do always like it if underdogs do well. So the fact they scored the first goal, I had a chuckle. I do not mind. I'm so not emotionally connected to the Orange Army and football, but you know, I just like to see a good match and not fall asleep. You're Indian. Welcome from India. Cannot find it. Can you add it? EWT. Okay. This is the last one I'll add, and then we are gonna move into analysis. EWT. There we go. Save to change. What do you think about NJ? I don't trade alt, so I don't really have an opinion. I just analyze them for all of you, really. C-Bell, welcome. Good to have you here. Shula, how are you doing? Yeah, thanks, Shula. Yeah, so things this month, because of moving to France, there might be some more messy days and some days where analysis is going to be difficult. So, you know, I definitely won't be able to make another 89 pieces of content in 28 days, which was before I went to France last week. I uploaded 89 pieces of content in 28 days, which is very high. But because I have to move to France and then get the internet sorted and everything, there might be some days where I'm not really in a position to get something going. But I'll, of course, keep you up to date. Yeah, I'll keep you up to date. Bettina, welcome. Good to have you here. How many pull-ups can you do? I mean, I can do 10 with not too much problems, I'd say. Like, but I'm like 11, 12 is pushing it. You know, that I'll be very tired in my arms if I go. Like 10 is like the max, and then if I hang a little, then I can get another 1 or 2 out max, but that's a stretch. So yeah. What words are on the block list? 108 different words. I actually covered these recently in a live stream, but words like, I mean, generally it's words that scammers use and not that general, you know, that are generally used. But yeah, there's many. Every time I get scam messages in chat or somewhere else, I'll make sure to check for words that are not used most of the time in comments. Okay, there you go. Even words like I don't know, prophet, expert. Yeah, I think those might a few, like, yeah. But yeah, make sure to check some of the words or put some dots in the middle of a word. That always works. Yeah, you can start with $50. Absolutely. That would be very safe, and make sure to risk 1%, or maybe, I don't even know if that's possible, but 1% or 2%, so maximum $1 risk per trade, but build experience. So don't think about, I'm gonna earn so much money this week that I can sit on my couch and do absolutely nothing the rest of my life. Instead, $50 is your educational investment. You know, you're quite likely gonna lose a lot more, but you need to gain experience. Do you do a set every day? No, not every day, because it's I of course, like just like gymming, I have days like leg day, upper body day, endurance day. 10 alts, probably not though, but we'll see how far we get, because in about 45 minutes is also Formula One, which of course is interesting. And I always watch. Sorry. Okay, let's start. Solana. So let's get this going. Now, the moment I go into the charts, it's not as easy to keep an eye on chat. So sorry if I miss stuff. But let's jump in. Okay. I need my paper. Where is my... Okay, so we start with Solana. What's up, maybe a band-aid, and we're gonna start 24 minutes. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the voting is now finished. I'll add potential new ones another time. So now we're just gonna start. So on Solana, interesting. These are the confluences, so we still have some extra support to the downside. The bullish scenario, quite simply, is either a double 1-2 that is finished here, and we look for a wide 4. This is your more bullish scenario. Wide 5 to finish 3 in blue, 4 blue, 4 5. So in other words, 2 more pushes to the upside. And arguably your bearish... Oh, I removed the other one, I think, because oh no, that's not true. Your bearish scenario, but still bullish, would be that your 3 and 4 are finished. This is your 5, this is your 3, this is your 4, and you look for one more high and a 5. At the moment, the probabilities on Solana are higher to still look for upside and at least take out this high one more time. And the moment we take this high, the next range is going to decide everything. Because if the range is corrective, we're going to be looking for price to move up once more. if this range is impulsive, there's a possibility for the end of a bigger trend and a bigger move to the downside, which of course also depends on what Bitcoin is doing. So at the moment, the two bullish scenarios on Solana are very much in sync with the two bullish scenarios that we're tracking on Bitcoin. Now, the common target for your wave 4 is the 236 to the 05, which you actually haven't hit just yet. So could be quite interesting to still actually move down to hit this this box here, because you know, probabilities would suggest for that to happen. At least your invalidation is the 618 at 45. Now to the downside, as mentioned, we also have some support at 100 here. We have the order block over here as well, starting at 113, and the 236 and the other fibs. Now this of course is very low, 56. That would be such a big move that, I mean, Bitcoin looks to move towards the end of a bigger range, and seeing a 60% drop on Sol would mean that Bitcoin has to drop significantly as well. As at the moment, Bitcoin moving down, yeah, sure, lower 50s, absolutely possible, maybe hit the high 40s, but such a big drop. I'd be looking for the support at 100 first and observe what price does there though. But yeah, generally still looking for price to move up. In a bearish scenario, your wave C is finished and you then have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 4 is shorter in time than wave 2, which does lower the probabilities of this to be a wave 4 of the same degree as this wave 2 here, right? Which lowers the probabilities for a finished C. In other words, it would actually be a bit better if you have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, so still one more high. Okay, so that's pretty much that on Solana. Yeah. Let's see, did we hit the 886? So clearly this structure to the upside over here is a 3-wave structure as well. We also touched the 886 twice. So clear 3-wave move up. Probability is low that this was the end of a corrective structure, right? So in other words, probabilities are high to continue the range or drop to the downside and take out this low one more time, which would be nice because then you also hit the 236 and you might reach 100, which is a nice support resistance level as well. So yeah. 618, we did touch the golden pocket. So if this is an impulse down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, preferably 4 is already finished, but then your 4 is shorter than your 2, so there might be another 3-waver in here. 3, 3, 3. I think we might, instead of falling down immediately, might first continue this range sideways for a little bit longer. But yeah, you know, local probabilities would be higher to take this low at some point. See if 100 provides support, but on the weekly, we're looking for price to move up. Higher probabilities to continue the trend to the upside. So you just got to wait for price to show, to do what you want it to do, and then of course manage your positions. So yeah, there you go. Link is going to be the next one. Let's see. Okay, so very, very nice. On Link, we finally took out the low. That's cool. Okay, so the confluences, important support resistance area we identified last time here between 980 and 822. So on Link, the probabilities are higher for bullish scenarios. And let me just quickly check. So both are still valid. So we have a potential 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Right, so one more push to the upside, and the more bullish scenario, where actually preferably you first see another drop to move into the common target area for 2, is a finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look for a bigger corrective structure in your 2, and then move up in 3, which of course is more bullish though. So in both scenarios, you take the high, and the way you take the high is going to decide what's going to happen next, really. Most common target for 2 though is not yet touched. 05786, 1042 to 667, which of course is in confluence with the horizontal SR, golden pocket here as well. You fill this gap over here, little order block as well, around the 66. So that is of course quite interesting. But this one is not yet invalidated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want the 618 to be touched at 965, really. But and these fibs here, these fibs are taken from the low of 2 to the high of 3, while these fibs are taken from the low to the high of the whole move. The probabilities are higher that this impulse to the upside is a wave A or a wave 1. Of course, in an impulsive structure, we label it a wave 1. Because the only alternative bearish would then be a wave C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, there's a clear impulsive look to this structure, and one of the things that are covered in the Elliott wave principle, which is the book, is the right look, right? So it's very important. Now it's a clearly steep move up with a range here, steep move up and a range here to then have another high. So probabilities are highest. This is a 5-wave structure, which then as an analyst, you need to analyze, okay, is this a wave C, A, or 1? If this is a wave C, we want to see price move down. If this is a wave A or 1, we're going to be looking for price to continue. Now, the reason probabilities are higher for this to be an A or 1 is if this is a wave C, we need to count a flat A, B, C. Wave B, first of all, an expanding flat is most common, where the target area for your wave B is between the 1.236 and the 1.38, which is not touched because the 105 was touched. The 105 is a target area for a regular flat, but a regular flat target would be here, which of course is a target that we have passed by a big margin. And even for an expanding flat wave C, this structure to the upside is long when you look at the common target areas. So the common target area for a C is between the two 1.618s. One is pulled with the trend-based fib extension, and the other one is a fib. Up from there to there, and then all the way down. So, oh wow, it's actually at exactly the same level here. 12.7 was your most common target area, but we passed it. Of course, the 2.618 is on the chart. That's a uncommon target for a C in an expanding flat, but yeah, all probabilities are higher for an A or 1, looking for correction and then continuation on link. Next up, RUNE. RUNE. I actually think we haven't looked at RUNE for a while now. Not even sure if it's in my list. Hello? No. Oh, that's interesting. I don't have it in the list. Okay, well let's see. What's the best RUNE chart here? Let's have a look. So I do have some analysis here. Okay, we're gonna continue with this chart. Put this in the coin coverage folder. Quickly have a look at what's happening in chat. What's up, Adam? How are you doing, admin? You're not late. No, Bitcoin, nothing changed on Bitcoin compared to the video this morning. So I'll specifically cover the alts. Yeah, Cosmin, welcome. Change the format when you watch a video live. Now the like button is not visible under the video. Now it's behind the chat on the right. So for someone to like the video has to look for it and actually close the chat. I think they will do good, and that's not good. Interesting. And I'm not sure if other people experience this. Still under the video for me. What platform are you on? Chrome. Okay. And then some chat. About the runes, yeah. They might know all about the probabilities for the runes. Okay, RUNE. Interesting. So I do have something going on here. Okay, first of all, let me check my folders. What's this count though? Okay, so I have this. Let's make this. Okay. Let me quickly spend some time figuring out what I did here in the past. So this is a point of control which we hit. Golden pocket. That's a solid rejection, huh? Holy moly, 45%. Very nice. Of course, now we have hit this area, the yearly as well, golden pocket as well. Value area high. Oh wait, I actually want to have that point of, where is it? There we go. It was, there we go. Okay. So gone. Okay, value area high is hit. Am I gonna remove this? Yeah, because we're making a new range. So the value area high has been hit, monthly has been hit. Wow, that's really close. God, I love technical analysis. 786. 3-day order block. Okay, so that's where we are now. I see. And it's also a support resistance area. Okay, so we are at support. Interesting. We hit the 786. Cool. And then we have, so this is what we were looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, clearly finished structure. Actually quite nice. So the 382 is touched. 382 is a common target for 4, so that works. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wave 1 is long, but wave 3 is longer. Wave 3 is not allowed to be the shortest, which works. Wave 2 hit the 382, which is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wave 5 is a little bit of an interesting one here. It's a long move to the upside without any range. Not sure if all of the charts have this wick, so I might want to check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks, because else it looks very 3-wavy instead of 5-wavy. That would be, by the way, that would add probabilities to the bulls. Because if this is a 3-wave structure to the upside that creates the high, you're going to be labeling this a wave X or B. So then the move down is going to be a wave C or Y, increasing probabilities to move up. So it actually, if we like analyze the chart, it doesn't really matter if the high here is a wave 5 of an impulse or a wave B or a wave X. Just because the probabilities are higher, this is an impulsive structure to the upside anyway. And that's because, again, if we look for a flat, this C is very long, right? So again, we have an impulsive structure. It's sharp to the upside, right? And we have to identify A1 or C. So if it's a wave C, and we take a fib from the low here to the high, because we need a flat. You need some sort of a flat, and this is the latest move up, really. So then you do this. So, okay, common target for B is hit, so that is something. And then we need a wave C to the upside. And then you can see your wave C is incredibly long. So even when past the 2.618, which is already an uncommon target for a wave C in a flat. Let's go at 3.618. Yeah, 3.618. Yeah, that's not common. Take a quick fib time here as well. Okay, time-wise it's fine, but extension-wise, probabilities are higher. This move up is a wave A or 1, because for a wave C it is very extended. So it doesn't really matter too much if we count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then eventually a 5, extended fifth here, and then we count a 3-wave structure, poof. Or if we have a 5, no, doesn't really matter from an Elliott wave's point of view with regards to the probabilities. Now, let's look for some support. Check the monthly as well. Nothing going on. We touched that. That's not interesting for now. Oh. Interesting. Okay, we're going to make this an area of interest. Put this in the Confluence folder. Okay, there we go. So we have two areas of interest. One is where we are now, and the second one a little bit lower here, 158, 183. Yeah, that's quite nice. That's quite nice. And then from an Elliott wave point of view, because the probabilities are higher, we're looking for an impulse to the upside. We just look for continuation or retracement and continuation. So did we hit the 05? Preferably we actually drop a little bit further if we're looking for a wave 2. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. Wait, 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. This wave 2 is very short compared to the 4 here already. I do think I prefer the first count. Yeah, we go with this 1 2 3 4, and then either 5 is finished here, right, or it's finished here. Doesn't really matter. But we're going to be looking for price to move down anyway, and we identified two areas of support. Yeah, that's time-wise, it's perfectly fine to have a low here. Also on a monthly chart, we found support on the first structural area here. So when you're in an uptrend, always keep an eye on the wave 4s. They tend to act as support. 1 2 3 4 5 correction, wave 4 of a lower degree. And then continue. So yeah, I mean this so probabilities higher to on the weekly time frame take out the high. We have support where we are now, and then 158 183, which would be nicer, but we need Bitcoin to cooperate. Holy moly, that's still a 50% decline though. Yeah. One second here. Let me check this. Okay, so we also hit the golden pocket taken from the high to the low. So in other words, low probability that here we have an impulse to the downside. 1 2 3 4 5 wave structure. If this is a 1 2 3 4 5, wave 4 hit the 618 taken from the high to the low of 2. Probabilities are higher. We are dealing with a corrective structure to the downside, which increases the probabilities or adds to the probabilities of the narrative we have on the weekly, where this trend is not yet finished and we still look for higher prices on Rune sooner or later. What's up, Mark? How you doing, mate? Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. And we are at some support now, so it will be interesting to see what price does locally. Of course, it's way too early to tell. So far, it's just moving down, 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 down. So maybe, first of all, flip some market structure would be something, and come back inside the range. So volume profile, yeah, I mean, that would be a first sign of strength, no? Move above this range, enter the volume profile once again. So now it's all about seeing signs of strength. And these are different for everyone, but I, of course, like to use volume and stuff as well. So, yeah. Cheers, Ali. It was a good match. It was a really fun match to watch. Loved the fact Turkey scored the first goal as well. Do you think, I gotta say, I actually think the Netherlands play very weak, but who am I to say? You know, I'm not an expert. I never watch football as well. I'm not in the field. I'm just a spectator. It just doesn't feel like our wings are very strong. Of course, Dakpo is the one that makes some actions. But if you look at Dembele from France, now that's a player I like to watch. Like he's very, very, very active, like tries to pass his opponent all the time and set something up on the side. And the Netherlands plays a lot more passive, where the wings tend to play back to the middle all the time. So I think our offense is the weakest like link, and the defenders aren't that strong, like that fast. So you could see that against Turkey as well. The blonde guy, the blonde player, he was so incredibly fast and he accelerates so quick. It was really difficult for the Dutch defenders to control this guy. And it made sense to me that Turkey was trying balls over our defense to make this guy just run, because he's outrunning any defender we had. So I think the defenders aren't that fast, and our offense, I don't know, it does look a bit weak in a way that the wings are not as the players on the wings are not as shiny as some others are, where they can set up like proper actions, you know, like pass their player or attempt passing the player, and you know, then you know, give a how do you call it, like an assist from the side. So the Netherlands plays very much through the middle, like they constantly pass back to the middle. You know, so koenztrading, yeah, maybe one day. Did someone vote for koenztrading? I think it's in the list, no? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Someone once mentioned it. Funny, yeah. Anyway, we got something going on here on Sui. Okay. Well, yo, Liquid Mafia, welcome, man. Recently, we did a total chart, total 3 in the last stream. Others, interesting one. Of course, it's not voted for now, so it's unlikely I can do it, but others would be a great chart. Let me at least put this in my list here. I don't actually know, what is the others chart. Is that like a chart where like it's only alts, you know, those type of things? If it's voted for, Hunter, then of course, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I look, I mean, everyone has an opinion. I'm a complete noob when it comes to, you know, I'm not a coach. I have never been a professional player for the Dutch national squad, so it's easy to talk from the sidelines. And I'm so not emotionally invested in football. I don't care. I just like to see a fun match. But I do notice the pattern. That's like almost Elliott ways. I do notice the pattern of the play, like the play style, which is interesting to me. So okay, anyway, cool. So we actually hit the 2. So weekly chart, we made a low after the 382 FIB time, taken from the start to the end of 1. So that's what we like to see, because preferably a wave 2. Shit, I forgot to write down the timestamp. Oh boy, 50. Let's do this again. Sweet. Which means that the previous one was what was the previous one? Rune. That one took more time. Rune. Oh, something like that. Okay. So on SUI, we made a new low after the 382 FIB time, taken from the start to the end of your 1, which is what you like to see, right? That's what's happening here. Common target for your wave 2 is where we are now. Golden pocket is always an area of interest, and the golden pocket is in confluence with your order block here as well, which is pretty much the final range before there's absolutely nothing and you go to new lows. So yeah, preferably we stay inside the fibs here. Now, of course, I can remove the 05. And then to keep the chart clean, I'll do this as well. There we go. So the 786.0.53 is your maximum target. And yeah, you don't want to touch the 886. If price touches the 886, the probabilities are very high to take out this low. After an 886 touch, it is quite common for price to first move to the golden pocket before then continuation down. So that's something to keep in mind. Quite a sharp decline to the downside here. It's a sharp corrective structure, but that is something that you like to see in a wave 2. Wave 2 most commonly is a zigzag structure. And we have touched, wow, can you see this? Wait, does the stream pick this up? Is this like something going on TradingView? Look at the line. That's crazy. Anyway, we did touch the 1-to-1 here for an ABC or potential ABC. Now this structure to the upside, we have to count this impulsively. Did you see the white line like flickering? Interesting stuff. Sigh. I don't know if it's voted for. Make sure to check the link. Of course, there's so much overlap with these structures here in the beginning that from an Elliott wave point of view, if we want to keep it very simple, we just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all of the stuff here is just fours. 2, 3, 4. And then another 5, 4, 5, 4, and then till you have the final high here. Okay, that works, and this works as well. Volume is also the highest in your wave 3 because we likely have a couple of 1-2s and then a couple of 4-5. So it's definitely a sharp structure. Again, to the upside, we don't have a lot of history to play with, and I wouldn't be surprised if I said this last time, but on these type of charts where you don't have a lot of information and you only have one move up first, and also of course a lot of overlap, I want to see local strength, right? It's very difficult to be bullish on a new chart when locally we are only moving to the downside, which of course brings higher risk because it's still a new chart, right? This only launched at the end of 2020 or mid 2023. So is this your low after which you start an impulse? Well, yeah, I mean, there's absolutely the potential for that to happen, right? A 5-way structure starting with a few 1-2s, highest volume in year 3, ending with the 4-5s, and then sharp corrective structure to common target for 2. Trading wise, it's very simple. With solid risk management, risking 1% to trade, or a low percent, I mean, risk management is on you. The invalidation is incredibly clear, right? And you don't want to hit the 886 for a wave 2. That's a rare target. So you're in the common target area as well. So it's a very easy like setup from an Elliott wave point of view. But I personally really enjoy to see local strength as well. At the moment, we're just moving down. Now, on a daily time frame, highest amount of volume is here in the low. Begs the question, let me do this. Did we touch the 6? We didn't here. Yeah, we did here. Could be an extended fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Took the low. A, B, C, D, E. Wait. A, B, B, running triangle. Let's observe. A, B, C, D, E. Means it's not that it's pretty, but we're still going to put it on the chart for now. Triangle, by the way, would be bullish. Be 1, 2. Highest amount of volume in the low. Does the mic pick up the thunder, or do you not hear any thunder? Because, oh boy, is it coming down. Gotta say, I do love a good storm. Okay. You heard it. Nice. Very nice. So, okay, we're moving up. We hit the order block locally, right? So simple support resistance area. So far, price has only moved to the upside. So on a 2-hour chart on SUI, I eventually do look for price to move down towards the fibs. So the 382 would be a minimum. And then observe the reaction here. Right, 0.6487 would be an area of interest. Now, besides this scenario, we have a weekly here. That one's already hit. Any monthly? No. Dailies. Oh. Okay. So we do have a nice area of support here. So the start of this move up before we impulsed out has the highest amount of volume where we are right now together with a weekly. So of course it's an area of interest. And then we also have the value area low in confluence with the daily, which is pretty much your final area of support on this coin. Lose this and there's going to be a problem. And fib wise, yeah, it's around the 786. Strength would be moving back into the volume profile, or at least change some local market structure. Okay. So yeah, the probabilities are definitely still on the side for now though. Like, this is the thing, it's a new chart. We have one move up. There's a lot of overlap in the beginning, but we can count an impulse in here. It's just that I personally would like to see some local strength, market structure change, getting back into the volume profile of the range up here. You know, maybe use CVD in addition to, or other MACD, RSI, other structures you're looking for. There's two areas of support, the one we are now and the one down here. Those would be my areas of interest. And those are going to be the area of interest, after which I then would start to observe local price action and look for proof of support. Now, they're arguably on a 1 hour time frame. There is the potential for a bit of an impulsive structure. Gotta say, the end here is a bit awkward though. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we need a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. We hit the order block. That's most interesting. So potential for price to move down. Did we touch the 886? Yes, we did as well. So probabilities on SUI are higher to still take out this high at some point. But it would be nice to retrace into the fibs that I showed earlier. So the 382, right, to the 786. So you could retest this area. Now it would be quite interesting if price moves down first, because the probabilities are high to take the high because of the 886 touch. Could be interesting to look for a move up. Question is ABC, or are we impulsing? We don't know. So take care. Definitely the potential for an impulse up here and a zigzag down, three-wave structure, fast, sideways, fast, zigzag ABC-ish. Target hit, potential second target. Take it from there, no? Easy invalidation, easy trade, easy risk management. So quite a, even though it's a very young chart, it is quite an easy setup. No? Okay, we have FIL here. Let me quickly refresh, see what else came in so far. Okay, FIL is still here. Don't even know if I have FIL. I do. 1 hour. $102. Okay. So I do have some analysis on the chart. Oh, I see what I did here. Apparently, I was not bothered at all counting this up, and I understand why, because we retraced to pretty much the lows. So what is simply more interesting is observing this range. All of this here literally does not matter, right? If you're bullish, you want this to be the low and you want to impulse out of here. No, what's the 618? That's some low time frame stuff. We touched the 886, increasing probabilities to take the high of A, which happened here. We do have an 886 touch here at the low. Interesting. Wow, what an ugly chart. Let me put this in a group. So I'm only interested in the area in front of me right now. All the history is not interesting. Sebelita. Kijk, dat is lekker. Flickering fib, yeah. Okay. What are we dealing with here? So much volume in the high. Is there another chart with more? FIL USD. Okay. Just wanted to check the volume difference between Binance and Coinbase. Oh, wait. Why is that not? There we go. It's me, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quickly checking some stuff here. Okay, so for an expanding flat, the 1.618 is hit. But that is a rare target for a flat, so probabilities would be higher. This is an impulsive top, not a corrective top. In other words, probabilities are lower. This is a B or an X. Probabilities are higher. This is a wave 1, 3, 5, A or C. Which means that if you pull a fib from this low, you want to actually pull it to the high. And then toggle on, where's the 886? Okay, we didn't touch the 886. 300%, I'm on log, so that's good. So we are at the 786, which is, it's your final common target for potential impulsive moves of this low. But we do have overlap here. So we can't count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as we have overlap, which invalidates an impulse. Three is longer than 1. 5 is shorter than 3, so we can't think diagonals. So preferably it's part of a corrective structure. Now your correction is then going to be very long compared to your impulse. But yeah, alts. Okay, and if we do that, yeah, we have touched the 886 once before. Now we're at the golden pocket. It's actually interesting. I had an ABC here on my chart. Why didn't I have an impulse? Probably because of the length in time. This structure, the 1-to-1 has been touched. Yeah, so your most common target area for a zigzag is hit. The 1 to the 1.236. But then counting this as a 5-wave move up, you would need to start 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or of course 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in other words, what we're trying to do is find at least one spark of life in this shitcoin. No. Can we count an impulse up here? Yeah, sure. Yeah, if you want to be bullish, this needs to be a, yeah, you want this to be a wave B, A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finishing an impulse, which means this is going to be a oh. Okay. Okay. Zigzag. Oh wow. Okay, just putting some makeup on the chart. You probably get the idea, or some sort of like this is pretty much the pretty much your only bullish scenario, right? So W X, and then you have A, B, C. Okay, never mind. So yeah, this is pretty much it. Just because it's an altcoin. Expanding flat 1.618. Okay, there you go. That's your bullish scenario, everyone. Anything else is a problem at the moment. So, yeah. A long sideways corrective structure at the low, impulse up in 1 or A. Like, 5-wave structure. This is a steep move, right? Change some local market structure here. So yeah, we can definitely count as impulsive. Zigzag, X, flat, ending with an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting towards the end preferably on this this coin here. Let's see. Okay, that's already touched. Check for other areas of support. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, okay. And the 786. Okay, we touched the top of the red candle. So okay, for the sake of that. Okay, so we are at very important support, no? Where you are looking to end an impulse. in a wave C in that case. We did touch the 618 already. Okay, not that way. Okay, currently on the low time frame, there's a 3-wave structure, so preferably you see another 4 and 5. So take a fib from the low to the high. Don't want to touch the 618. 369. Preferably you still make another high first. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. 5-wave structure. Look for a retracement. Interest up. For wave C or 3. If this is a 3-wave structure, probabilities increase to continue ranging and take the low later. We still have a weekly though, and the value area low here, and an order block, so it's not bad. But yeah, that's your bullish scenario. So, and then again, you want local proof of support. So I just explained what I would look for locally. If you do get that 3-wave structure and you touch the 618, I'll be looking for the weekly. See what price does if it hits the weekly. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Bitcoin hasn't changed compared to this morning. The only change is bearish CVDs, but yeah, I mentioned the 56K area of interest, the support level there. You can see the bearish CVDs, lower high on price, higher high on the CVD, which is something I mentioned in the silver updates as well. So, yeah, so I mean that's why silver. But here we started with the bearish CVDs. Have these played out? Almost played out now. Takes a long time because it's weekend as well, so the chart is moving really slow. But okay, so that's group 2. Cool. We just call it group 1 and group 2. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Current support hasn't changed. 56.6K is where we have support. Nice one, Andrew. Nice one, nice one. Okay, so Formula 1 already started. So I'm looking to move towards the end of the stream, FYI. Right. Confluences. We are at the value area lows. Good to see. Oh wait, let me put this on my sheet here. So ICP, and then we have 119. Dot may be interesting to some, but not to others, as the votes show what most people find interesting. But yeah, so this is the gap high. This is a weekly time frame. We have a gap over here. The moment you close a candle in the gap, the probabilities increase to fill the gap, which we have pretty much done because this is your candle here. So that's interesting. These blue lines are value areas, so they provide some support on the chart now. Let's see what else we got going on. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty much the same on many alts, right? You just look like, yes, you're hitting some areas of interest, but you're going to be looking for price to show signs of strength before really doing anything. So we have now hit that. This was an interesting support resistance area. Resistance here. Keeping things simple, no? There's another one down here. No. Gap high, gone. And naturally, if you're bullish, this is your bullish scenario. So we have the golden pocket here, confluence with the value areas, the blue lines has been touched. There we go. So yeah, there's definitely something to say about the potential here for, again, a wave 1 or A. Price did not retrace to the most common target for B, already reduces the probabilities for an expanding flat. Reducing the probabilities, the impulsive move up is a wave C. Increasing the probabilities for a wave A or a wave 1. And then we want to see local signs of strength. So yeah, it remains the same on the weekly time frame. We were looking for price to fill this gap at least. So it's nice that price moved to the downside. We hit the golden pocket here, confluence with the value areas. Still to the downside, interesting support resistance area. What's the point of control of this structure here? It's a little bit lower. So we are now at the value area high of this range in confluence with the golden pocket. So definitely an area of interest, no? And then look for signs of strength. So yeah, of course, obviously your bearish scenario is going for all-time lows. So yeah, there's not much to say. Then this has to be a wave C. Probabilities are highest. This is an impulse. The volume also cooperates with the count. Highest volume in 3. But the probabilities at the moment would be higher for a 1 or A in here compared to a C. Because if this is a C, then this low is a B. If the low is a B, well, it didn't hit the most common target area for a wave B. So yeah, no, that's that. Okay. Sol was the first coin 24 minutes into the live stream, so make sure to check out the 24-minute mark. This is another one where look at the chart. Look at how young the chart is, right? So you can see that with the 2 counts, I had no additional analysis because those are simply your 2 options. Now this one is now invalidated because we went below the low of 2, so that makes life easy, which means that if you're bullish, you got a finished structure. So you have a finished impulse to the upside, which you're going to be labeling as a wave 1 in an impulse. So this is your 1, and you look for 2, continuation up. Now, that being said, 1 second. I don't have this on the line or on my chart often, but this looks like a very nice support resistance area on a weekly time frame. Holy moly. Cool. Group. Yo, offline, welcome back. You were offline for a second. No? Hopefully your exams went well. What's your feeling? Like, you think you did well? Like, you think you're gonna pass them? Oh, you passed already. Nice. Congratulations, man. Congrats. There you go. We like to hear it. Man, exams. Sibel, you probably have a word in your message that triggers the banned word system to not show your message. So make sure to put maybe some dots in some of the words. Words like profit, expert. It's usually scam words, and scammers always talk about money-related things. Okay, so area of support is quite simply the range that we have to the downside. No, that's your next area of support. I do realize it's annoying that sometimes messages don't appear in chat after typing. The problem is the moment I turn it off, you're going to be flooded with scam messages in the comment section of the videos and also in live streams. And I prefer to make sure to keep everyone safe and avoid all the scam and all that shit of this industry, which unfortunately is a big part of this industry, is all the scam, all that rubbish. So I prefer to turn all those words on, and I do my best to pick words that generally the community doesn't pick in their text or in their comments, so that I only filter the scam messages. But in live streams, yeah, it's possible that sometimes you may use a word. In the comment section, I can see if a comment has a bad or has a word that's banned. I can review it and I can accept it, but I can't in a live stream. Okay, so this is a very important support resistance area on a weekly time frame. So you definitely want to move back above this area. No, it's very simple. Very new coin. We start with a move towards the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 potential. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. The move to the downside so far, though. Highest volume in the low. If this is so. You can only really switch a trend if you have strong impulsive moves to the downside. So if this is your high and you look for an impulse down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The start is very corrective. Now, of course, you have diagonals and double 1-2s, but 1, 2, 1, 2. It's low probability. Second wave 2 is much longer than your first wave 2. Second wave 2 hit the 886. Diagonals are not relevant. And an impulse, for an impulse, we want to count a 1, 2, 3. But if this is a 1, it's a very three-wavy structure, ended on the highest amount of volume of this first structure down. So probabilities are on the side for this to be corrective. And still looking for price to move up, but we're now in a gap, right? There's barely any support here. Your next area of support is pretty much down here. And then it all starts again, okay? If price then comes down here, we need to look for signs of strength, right? Get me an impulse to the upside. Give me a change of market structure. Show me that price wants to move up. At the moment, we just lost a weekly support resistance area. Even better, price retested this area. Support, support, support for months here. Support, 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 support. Coming up, coming down, resistance, resistance. So, yeah, I mean, keep it simple. Even from the SR area, it's like 150% up. You first want to see a candle close above. As long as we are below here, my next area of interest is pretty much the previous range. This is where locally, yeah, interesting to look for signs of strength. I don't care about like shorting highs and longing exact lows. I want the probabilities on my side. And at the moment, this is not bullish. So yeah, there is something to say about an impulse, 1, 2, and continuation. If this is the low, yeah, okay, show me candles closing here on a weekly time frame. Yeah, I'd be happy to participate at a later stage. I don't trade alts, by the way, but this is how I run through my mind. Or I look down here and yeah, I'd be looking for locally 4-hour time frame. Impulse is up. You know, get me a retracement. I'd be interesting to long the retracement. Stop loss below the low. You know, solid risk management, 1%, and that's that. So yeah, Bitcoin bearish CVD played out, so that's also good to see. So yeah, what a great, yeah, great stuff, great stuff. Very nice. So yeah. Let's see how quick I can do the last few, because I wanna gotta end it. Okay, so and then time to jail. Okay, ETH. Okay, so on Ethereum, let's have a look here. Very nice. So we are on route. Did we take the low? Nice. So we are moving towards that area we've been talking about. First of all, we've been talking about price filling this candle, which happened this week. That's interesting. The monthly here doesn't look like it's holding. We have the point of control and the golden pocket. After an 886 touch, it is common for price to move to the golden pocket. Plus, we have a point of control here, support resistance area at 2.6K. Price touched the 886, taken from the high to the low. So yeah, probabilities are higher on ETH to sooner or later move to all-time high. Retesting golden pocket would be very interesting though. ABC. Oh yeah, we also have an 886 touch locally from the high to the low. Toggle on the 886. So the fact we touched the 886 here as well, it's 886, it's simply part of probabilities, Elliott waves. You know. The 886 is a rare target for 2, common for a wave B or X, increasing probabilities. Any move down here is a wave C or Y, increasing probabilities to continue the trend at a later stage. So also locally, move down, beautiful, expected, nothing changed here. I mean, the moment you start closing candles in the gap, probabilities increase to fill the gap, which happened with the candle here. Now we have filled the gap. Big wick here to the downside. But I would like to see the golden pocket touched, to be honest. WXY is a bit awkward. Double zigzag. Your wave C here in an ABC in W is short. Didn't touch the common target area for C, which is rare. And then inside wave Y, we then have A, B. Preferably this is your C finished. And then you move back down. This, of course, would be your bearish scenario. This range in the middle is interesting, though. Highest amount of volume is in the high. In this local move up. Oh, imagine it's corrective. Ooh, but that's not the highest probabilities though. But this is important support, structural support, market structure. It is very short for wave 3 though. It didn't even touch the 1.618. Yeah. So bullish would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish blue 3 on ETH. You don't want to touch 2.7k. If you touch 2.7k, it invalidates the wave 4. And that is when things don't look too great on ETH because of this range in the middle here. Because then you have, it looks very 3-wavy in that case. The short on ETH, I mean, the best short on ETH was the moment you closed a candle inside the gap. And then your invalidation, this is market structure change or above the high here. That's the 886. So that was the area of interest. It's just gap probabilities, really. I mean, now we're at the low of the range. Come on now. If this is a double 1, 2, this is a 3. The 3 is relatively short. Well, we can't count this any other way. 1, 2, 1, 2 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we didn't have any retracement, so we can't really have a diagonal 1, 2 up. So a double 1, 2 works best. 1, 2, unless you have a very big 2. But if this is a corrective structure, then we have to label this as either an ABC or a WXY. Now, if this is a flat and this is your B, you need a C down, which is a 5-wave structure. In that case, you would need a very weird 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's something to say of this, right? So you're going to end with a diagonal, making this a running structure, to then have a single 1, 2, and then start a new impulse here. The issue you're going to have with ETH is this. So yeah, you can count a 5-waver correction and a second leg. But this move up, preferably you're then going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And with the wave 4, I'm cheeky because I take it from this one. It's not touched yet, but 2.7k preferably is avoided. Yeah. Yeah. The chart is not looking very pretty on ETH. That's true. Bitcoin actually looks Bitcoin looks better. Of course, the 886 touches everywhere is giving probabilities for price to move up But with regards to, so the gap probabilities here, higher to move down. We got the move down. We now wick the low. If we do touch 2.7K, you're going to invalidate a wave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your next bullish scenario is going to be 1, 2, 1, 2 up. Your invalidation is the low. And if that one hits, so if you hit 2.1, you're going to start to run out of bullish scenarios on ETH. Very nice. CVD, baby. CVD. Man, love talking about it. Nice. Okay. What's up with the trend-based fib extension of the 1-to-1? Okay, is this visible on? Yeah, nutty. Interesting. Magic. So we did touch the common target area for a wave C, by the way, in an ABC. So of course in a bearish scenario, you know, probably something like that. Oh wait, that's taken from W. Yeah, okay. Yeah, your bullish scenario is a double 1-2 or a single 1-2, where this wave 2 moves here to then have a ABC diagonal here in your C. But you wanna continue counting impulses. So as long as you don't change the market structure, ETH is bullish. But oh boy, you don't want to go below 2.1. Yeah, you're gonna retest this big support resistance area on the chart as well. Mm, 2.6K is an interesting point of control, but preferably if you count an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you actually don't want to move that far down. Your wave 3 is also not very long here. No, it only passed the 1-to-1. So it's a very short 3 compared to a 1. It's longer, so it abides, like it follows the rules, but it's not pretty. Yeah, it's not pretty. Of course, a double zigzag on such a high time frame would be absolutely crazy, though. Yeah, let's take it level by level. 2.7K is important level 1, 2.1K is 2. So hitting 2.7 invalidates this being a wave 4 in an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, wave 4 is already so much longer in time as well. Unless we do this. Okay, man, there's something to say, but 2.7k, wave 4 invalidation. Take this low, 2.1k. Yeah, I mean, then you're gonna start counting this as a 3-waver and not a 5-wave. Which is not pretty for ETH. Hey Joe, welcome. Good to have you here. Bitcoin moving to the POC. Yeah. Are we at support? Almost, I think. So yeah, very interesting chart. Of course, we wanted ETH to move down based on the probabilities when price was ranging up here. So it's good to see. But now you gotta definitely keep an eye on 2.7 and 2.1. Oh boy. What's this? Okay. Some old. Yeah, I mean, it's very clear, no? Very clear. Very, very clear. We can be done with ADA very quick. We did Cardano last time. Okay, so there we go on Cardano. Again, this move to the upside counted as a wave C, A, or a wave 1. Wave C is the only bearish structure, and what we then do is take a fib from the previous low to the previous high, and we want to have this low be counted as a B because we're counting A, B, C. Now for this to be an expanding flip, your common target is down here, which is not touched. The 105 is touched. It is a target, but it is a very uncommon target. The 105 is a common target for a regular flat, but a regular flat target is here, which is an area that we have surpassed on the chart. So in other words, it does decrease probabilities for a wave C, increasing probabilities for a wave A or 1. That is then finished, as we can clearly see a 5-wave structure to the upside, expecting a retracement into the common target area, which is the 05 to the 786 area, currently at the golden pocket. Managed to hold the support for a long time, failed, right? The moment this candle closed here, remember, we were looking for price to move to the golden pocket and the support resistance area, which is where we are now. So that is very nice indeed. To the downside though, interesting, I don't really have any confluences except for the support resistance area in the golden pocket here. And that's because the weekly is below the 886, so that's not interesting. Monthly chart, not interesting. Daily chart, there is at least something here. Got a small little daily. And another small little daily. Okay. But that's it. So yeah, again, we are at support. Probabilities would be higher for an A or 1. Yeah. Look for some local signs of strength. Get back above this value area low. So in other words, get back into this range. Close a weekly candle above 0.45 or 0.44. That would be positive, no? So far, we have just lost support, and now we are at support again. Next area to test. So, yeah. Interesting area. Look for local signs of strength. That's Cardano for you. Nothing really more to say. 1 hour time frame. Not sure if this is the best chart for the 1 hour time frame by the looks of it. Let me check if there's maybe there's a better more neat chart. Wait, I have a horizontal line here which got tagged. Well, what is this? Okay. High, nicely somehow acting as resistance. Okay, didn't touch the 886. At least there's the potential for an impulse. Two, 3, 6. So you want price to move down. The 382 has been touched, so that's good to see. Would be a minimum target for any structure, ABC, WXY, 1, 2, 3. But your most common target area is the 05786. Preferably price still dips deeper, and then it's about finding strength. We need a three-wave structure to the downside, not a straight line. So of course, preferably you're going to see a bigger three-waver. If price just does this, be careful. Yeah. You want to have a three-wave corrective structure. So so far it's just losing support all the time. Look for some local signs of strength. No, not much to say really. other than this. Wow, look at DOT. Holy moly, nice. Hit the support box, moves up 30%. Lol. Nice. Yeah, it's more interesting to look locally for DOT here. Wow, beautiful. So we're now between the golden pocket. Wait, I need to write down the time, of course. So yeah, we're between the golden pocket and the point of control that's acting as support resistance. Very clearly, right? Support resistance. So it's a level where you want to see, you want to see it broken. You want price to flip it. We hit support. Damn, like very, very nice indeed. I mean, insane. Hit the golden pocket, hit the area that we've been looking for, moves up 27. Well, actually, a bit more accurate. It's arguably like about 27, 28%. Yeah, that's beautiful. So we're at support, and it's the same here. You're going to be looking for signs of strength. Now, from an Elliott wave point of view, we have a sharp move up that changed some market structure. The only way to count this bearish would then have this as a flat structure. ABC again. Many of the charts look quite alike. It's just that you want to start counting anyway from this low. All of this doesn't really matter anymore, because if you are bullish on DOT, this is your low, you want to move up. If you take this low, where are you going, mate? It's you preferably this is your low. Yeah, you only have a double bottom. The only thing I could allow is wick the low, but man, if you start closing candles here, shit. I mean, DOT is not. So in other words, being hopeful means seeing this, where you have an impulse up and you look for a corrective structure down. does have a corrective feel to it. Highest amount of volume in the low. Of course, bearish scenario is an impulse. So counting 1, 2, 3, sideways, 4, 5. Look for retracement continuation. But then preferably 2 ends here. And in that case, we take a fib from the high to the low, and then your wave 4 touch the 618. So the probabilities are not high that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we want to count an impulse, then we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But look at this awkward range. So it doesn't... Yeah. Pop. Can we somehow count that as a wave 4? No, touch the golden pocket as well. So the probabilities are higher. This is corrective. Increasing probabilities to still move up on dot and take out the high. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and that's probabilities. Yeah, you don't want to. You have the 786 still with the value area low here, but. Yep, that's dot for you. So yeah, the final one is going to be MATIC, and then I think we have done a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've done 11. So. Okay, MATIC took the low there. What's this? So on this chart, you at least have the possibility of an impulse. Confluences. Okay, there we go. So also here, we're now at support. Good to see. I don't know what this is. Why do I have boxes here? Okay, so yeah, also here, we're now at support. Make this white. Weekly, monthly, weekly. For a bullish scenario, though, we have now hit the 886. No, we haven't. I don't think. No. What you're talking about? We haven't. 786. Okay, so we are pretty much at the maximum target for a potential 2 or B. Yeah. There. Yeah. Yeah. It's not pretty, is it? So this is your white box here is your area of support. Moving below this area of support, and there's nothing. Your final area is this order block. That is what this box here shows, which is in confluence with the 382. If you are looking for at least an impulse here, 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. MATIC is a little more tricky, I suppose, compared to some others, just because of the range that we have here. We can't count like A, B, C, finish zigzag. C is not higher than A. So if we're looking for upside of this low, first of all, this has to be a 3-wave structure, but there's the potential for a 5-wave impulse, which of course matches the bearish scenario more on a higher time frame. But we have a move down, 1 2 3 4 5 potential, but then what do we have here? W, flat, X, whatever, and then a zigzag in a wave Y. That would be your bullish count here, W, X, Y. A/1 to B. Invalidation. Golden pocket, 786. Wow. Four two eight one, 4282. Wow, almost to the absolute whatever. Like 4282, 4281 is the low on the chart here. Jeez. Yeah, you want to have a zigzag to the downside in that case. AR1, 1 2 3 4 5, WX, oops, WX, and then Y zigzag. Yeah, what else can we? Zigzags ABC, no. Flats ABC, no. B is not low enough. Triangle ABCDE, no, not allowed. And calling this AB and then CDE is too far away. WXYs, then we need a W, which has to be a zigzag structure. Eventually you need an X, and then you still need a Y, so you still expect price to move up and then move down after. And then we have this bullish scenario here. So yeah. So A1, WXY, 2B, and then eventually you move up in the 3 or C. In the bearish scenario, if this is a wave A or 1, then you're counting this as a 2 or B preferably, which means this has to be corrective, but then ABC doesn't work. ABC, C is very short. Even that way. It's 618. Yeah, so that low, yeah, okay, so you need to end the corrective structure here in that case. This is low probabilities for a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5 wave. And then you've, yeah, so this is a higher probability corrective move. So even in a bearish scenario for a bigger ABC, if wave B ends here, how can we end it? ABC, no. Flat ABC, no. Triangle A, B, C, D, E, no. WXY, zigzag, whatever, and then we need a flat. So you need a WX, and then you need a B, and an AC to the upside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that means your wave B did not hit the common target area for wave B, and your wave C extends above the common target area for a regular flat. Yeah. So that's not great. And then of course you still have zigzag X and then a bigger potential flat, but that mimics the price action of an A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3. So in that case you're going to be looking for price to move up anyway. So yeah, it definitely looks like there's some complex price action going on here. In a bearish scenario, you count A, B, C. It's just not easy to end a structure here, corrective structure. Only with a WXY would that be an option, really, with a flat. But wait, and then of course your wave C is probably over twice the length of A plus B with regards to time. Yeah, it's on top of the 2, so it's not great. So actually, even in a bearish scenario, preferably we move back towards the higher end of the range on MATIC, which is the same in a bullish scenario where you're going to be looking for proof of support now. You are at the low of the range, on top of support, hit the 786. So yeah, area of interest for sure. Very similar to the other chart we've seen here. This is a very deep. Is that a... Oh, we do have a little 886 touch. Possible for 2, it's just not common for 2. Highest amount of volume is currently in the low. Yeah, I pay attention to the lower time frames now. Look for potential longs because we're at the lower end of the range. Possibly looking for WXYs. Yeah, yeah, it's even in a wave Y. If this is a double zigzag, it's so ugly, man. Your common target is all the way down here, yo. 618 is a rare target for a zigzag which has been touched. So it's not like it's impossible, but pretty is different. Very, very ugly chart. It's actually very difficult to give bullish probabilities to MATIC here. We are at support. Even, I gotta say, even in a bearish scenario, W, X, A, B, and then C. You're not caring if you take the low, but you preferably actually still want to see a move up. If you do lose this support, arguably you're going to move to the next area. And this being a zigzag means a short C, 0.618. Yeah, it's not a nice chart. Difficult to give very clear probabilities here. Now, on a like monthly chart, right? Even on the monthly here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is weekly, but you can count a potential impulse down. And then you have this very long sideways mess. So I am not gonna be surprised if we take out this low. One, two, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. ABC would of course be bullish. So this is one of those charts where probabilities locally it's not too clear. You're just moving to the downside. You're now at support. Forget about the weekly time frame. Go to a 1 hour time frame. Observe what happens on the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frame. And now we made a new low. So on the 1 hour time frame, you want to see an impulse. You want to see it hold, see an impulse, some bullish CVDs, some other good stuff. And then look for at least an ABC. Yeah, and that's pretty much that. All of the brushes go in there. Yeah, not much to say. Big area of support. So moving above 0.65 increases the probabilities to move to the upside. Wait for signs of strength. For now, we made a new low. Price is just moving down. Volume is increasing. So yeah, it seems like this channel is becoming like a dating like website for Mark and Sibel. Lol. It's like dating chat. You can also just exchange numbers, eh, guys? Just saying. You know, I bet if there's gonna be a wedding, I better fucking be invited. You know. And I want to be in the story. I want to be in the story. Once upon a time on the koenztrading channel. Okay. That's gonna be the stream, guys. It's time for me to go and do something else. So it's time to end. Okay, there you go. This is your bullish scenario on Doge. Invalidation, taking the low. Ooh. Besides the golden pocket, a bit of support resistance, not awesome support. 786 is in confluence with the monthly and the weekly, so arguably that's more interesting. But yeah, that's your bullish scenario. Bearish scenario, same old, new lows. That's going to be an issue because there's literally no support. So if you don't wick the lows, if you're going to move below this, you're only allowed to wick it. Right? You don't want to see price closing here because there's no support, and then you go down to, well, nada. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking for. Okay, everyone, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Bitcoin. Oh, by the way, let's have a quick peek. Bitcoin doing what we wanted it to do. You know, we have the support area 56K, mentioned it in the probabilities this morning. What did we do at the end? Oh yeah. So we're almost there actually, finally. So we had some big bearish CVD divergences here, which is good. Price moving down and almost now at the support area here. And we'll analyze this chart at a later stage again. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. It's time for me to watch Formula 1. I've been missing out. Okay, everyone. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And next altcoin stream, of course, next week. Now, tomorrow is a Monday, and on Monday the live stream will be earlier because I do have to go to Amsterdam in the afternoon for a meeting with the business coach. So be prepared. It's probably going to be around like noon, 1 p.m. Central European time ish. So yeah, Mark, maybe a Band-Aid, thanks for being here and modding. Things like Billionaire, cheers. Thanks for being here. Barbie as well, of course, everyone. Dave, what's up? But thanks for being here, and I'm gonna see you at the next one.